In my view, research, which is about the production of new knowledge, is a continuous process. You have to continuously produce new knowledge, but you also have to apply it. You can't just keep on producing knowledge. And for some of our problems, in fact, for many of our problems, we have done adequate research. We now need to start applying that research, the knowledge and the information that have been produced. And that's what innovation is all about. So at this conference, I put a lot of emphasis on more innovation at the moment, using the research that has been done, the research that's going on. My interactions the last week or so, clear. I mean, I'm convinced that not just academics, not just people in the university, but policymakers are talking about innovation. What we need to do is to improve our policies so that they focus more on innovation. The future is very bright. Many of, even some of the governance challenges that our country faces are going to be solved through innovation, not just technical innovation, but organizational innovations as well. The point that I was making is that good governance, I mean, you need good governance. And good governance is about many things. It's also about innovation. You can have democratic governance, or what some would call political liberties, but then your economy does not grow. And I gave examples of countries that are not necessarily well governed, but they are seeing not just economic growth, but human development as well. So we don't want to put a lot of unnecessary emphasis on good governance. We need to also think of how do we turn that good governance into development. And the turning of good governance into development is really what innovation is about. So I'm not saying that we don't need good governance. What I'm saying is that we cannot just keep talking about the need for good governance if we are not innovating. As the country develops, if we develop the country, in fact, the governance conditions are going to improve. Getting research and innovation conducted at where it should be. So the idea of local innovation communities, working with the local communities, more important given our new governance structures, working through county governments, so that county governments become the locus or the loci of innovation and development. Therefore, the idea that we discussed a few days ago, the idea of community innovation strategies, working with the private sector, working with the universities at the county level, so that we have innovation activities at the county level. The national government should provide the appropriate conditions, including financial resources, but innovation takes place at the enterprise level, and in our case, enterprises are at the county government levels. Kenya, compared to many African countries, we are doing relatively well. The universities are producing more PhDs than 20 years ago, 15 years ago. The professors, the number of professors has grown. We need to put more emphasis on the quality of PhDs and the quality of university professorship. And it's to do more than just producing the best scientific papers. Has to do with contributing to society. And that's why I was suggesting that the criteria for a university professor promotion or whatever needs to include some work, contribution to community activities, but we're doing relatively well in terms of PhDs. We need to definitely improve the quality, and that has to do with, again, improving the quality of university education as a whole. In terms of where to introduce, innovation has to be part and parcel of our daily lives. So it's not at university level. It has to start at the household level. Innovation is a process, it's not an activity, it's a process. So we have to introduce it. Even pre-primary schools have to start thinking of innovation. Innovation about turning ideas into activities, and there are primary school boys and girls in this country who innovate, but we just don't know and we don't give attention to them. Improvement of cell phones, for example, can be done better by primary school boys and girls than can be done by university engineers. So for me, it's not the universities to start worrying about innovation. It's a whole educational system, and the whole nation has to be part and parcel of our national culture. In terms of university leadership, the vice chancellors and other leaders in the universities, I think we need to put a bit more emphasis on building a culture that focuses on solving our problems as opposed to just teaching. We need to put a bit more emphasis on community. Universities operating as communities, not operating as individuals with their own projects and programs. So the leadership of the universities need to think about how we configure, how we organize or reorganize our universities, so that you build critical mass. And I've been interacting with a number of professors the last week or so. My sense is that we are still doing things in isolation. So professors who are responsible for physics courses and teaching or engineering, they do their things on the other side. Those who are responsible for linguistics, economics are also doing their things. We need an integrated approach, because the problems that we confront today require multidisciplinary approaches, and it's a responsibility of university vice chancellors not just worry about the university monies and that, but how to build these institutions, remold the institutions, starting with the culture that they build in the universities, a culture of community, collective action.